On this video, I will be going over what I found at my local ollies. So this is between two different ollies. Each one of them had different books. So make sure if you have multiple ollies around, you do check both. So I picked up Superman Volume 1, The Unity Saga, Phantom Earth by Brian Michael Bendis. So if you know anything about comics, you know that Brian Michael Bendis is a pretty big name. He usually brings big changes to stuff, and it's no different here. His new Avengers run was a huge change for the Avengers. This is a huge change for Superman. Uh, Review will be coming for it, so I don't know. I've got a huge backlog right now, so it could be a week from now. It could be a year from now. I mean, when I say I've got a back catalog, I've got a whole bookcase back here, two or three shelves completely full of omnis and graphic novels to read. So it's going to be a while. Maybe, I don't know. Could turn around and read it tomorrow. But this is a great starting place for it. I picked it up. They wanted $5.99. So be on the lookout for that one. Inferno. Do not mistake this with the original 80s X-Men Inferno, because that is not what this is. This is a 4-issue series that takes place during the recent X-Men Krakoa era. I'm a bit surprised to see Ollie's even had it. I must have really gotten lucky. And this ain't the only Krakoa era stuff they've got. They've got man, it slipped my tongue. They got the Hellfire Gala hardcover, and they got the X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine hardcover. Those were a little more pricey. This one, $40 book. They wanted $9.99 for it. Picked up Black Panther. I'm probably gonna slaughter this guy's name, but I think it's Tanishi Coates. I probably just slaughtered it. I'm terrible with names. It's volume 2 of its hardcover collection. I have not read any solo Black Panther stuff, so I don't know how this will read. Hopefully it's good, because if it is, I'll continue on Black Panther. But if it's not, I probably won't ever pick up another Black Panther book. I know I enjoy Black Panther when he's in the Avengers titles. I mean, I picked this up. This is a $35 book, and I picked it up for like $6.99. So I give it a try. I wish it had been volume 1, but I try volume 2 just to see. That way the story's progressed a little, and they're hopefully getting to some juicy good parts to draw me in. I picked up Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers by Jason Aaron, volume 3 of his hardcover set. That's it's kind of out there. You got Thor has been took over by the Brood, which are mainly, I haven't really seen them outside of X-Men titles. Every once in a while you see them messing around when they deal with cosmic stuff, You'll see like the Brood Queen or something. But yeah, you don't really see much of the Brood outside of X-Men, so that's got me interested. I'm very interested in that one, and I picked that up for $9.99. Then we have the Savage She-Hulk Silver Age Omnibus. There is no number one, number two, so I'm assuming this is her entire Silver Age run. It's got 1 to 25 of Savage She-Hulk. I have never read any She-Hulk stuff, and I'd originally planned on buying this to sell it because it was like $34.99. But after I flipped through it, it does look very interesting, so I think I'm going to give it a try. But keep ollies in mind. They don't have them often, but they do have runs here and there where they get a couple of omnibus in. Like they had Black Panther, the early years omnibus down there for $34.99. I did not pick it up because I was already picking up Savage She-Hulk and a couple of other ones, and money is just, I wasn't one of those that was born with a wallet with endless supply of money. So I got to pick and choose, and hopefully I can pick it up some other point. I picked up Spider-Man: The Wedding Album hardcover, and this is a big book. This is like a treasury edition book, I guess it is. It retails for $44.99. I picked it up for $9.99. I mean, I can't express how big this stuff is. Trying to find a good example like here. I mean, when you get these single panel pages where they fill the whole page, I mean, it's big. I mean, omnibus are bigger than regular hardcovers, and when you compare it to an omnibus, it makes an omnibus look like a comic book. So, if you can find this for $9.99, it's worth it just for the novelty of having the size of it. I mean, it collects a handful of issues that all revolve around the wedding years. So that's worth it just for the novelty of having it in that big, large print. And then we have, this kind of surprised me too. Ollie's is starting to surprise me with some of this stuff they're getting. They're starting to dive into the Epic line now. Marvel's Epic line is, I won't say a better choice than the omnibus because I'm still omnibus collector at heart. But omnis kind of go off track sometimes, and they don't. They want to do creator spotlight omnis a lot, where you get gaps in between runs. I don't like that. I like having chronological runs, and these epics, that is what they are. It's chronological runs. But the drawback with the epic line is you don't really get the events in there, where once you get a good omni that concentrates on chronological run, they'll throw the major events into the omni too, so the whole story is complete. You know, they still do event omnis, but they will give you all the important event, you know, the main event. They may not give you all the tie-in, but they'll give you the main event so you know where the main story went. Epics ain't like that. Epics dodge over the events. They may, and that they started to do a couple of event omnis here. I mean, event epics here and there, but I don't think they're going to go all out into them like they do with the omnibus. But these are your best bet for getting full chronological runs of your titles. The omnis are great for that. The omnis are more comprehensive on collecting everything that dives into it, but you got to wait a little longer because, like the Amazing Spider-Mans, they're almost done with them in epic form. They're only missing like 2 epics to have the entire old Spider-Man run done all the way from issue 1 to 441 or whatever. They're only missing like 2 epics now, and they're gonna have that whole run. Omnibus ain't like that. Omnibus, we're close, but we're not there. But omnis are my preferred method because I can get something super modern, and they do have chronological runs of them, but they like to jump ahead and do, like right now, they've got Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's volume 6 that only hits like up to 223 or something. And then it jumps up to like the Todd McFarlane omnibus that collects like 296 to 326 or something. And then you've got omnis that after that kind of fill in everything to the Clone Saga, which is good, but you got all this gap in between where it felt like there's 70 or 80 issues there just floating out in space somewhere. So, I mean, they'll get there. And then once you get up to the chronological order reading of it, once they get 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, once they hit the Todd McFarlane era, everything that's in that book is going to be rearranged, probably be split into different omnis as they come out chronologically. And some of the stuff won't be in there, and some of the added stuff will be in there that the Todd McFarlane didn't have. So it's either way, you're not going to get it perfect either way. And I'm getting sidetracked, so I picked this up. Avengers Taking Aim Epic Collection. Anybody who collects epics knows their price point is usually right at around $44.99. Ollies is selling them for $9.99. So this is volume 26 of the Avengers run. I picked up this one, Avengers Operation Galactic Storm Epic. I mean, these are pretty fat books. Volume 22 in the run. That was $10 as well, $9.99. Picked up X Factor Epic Collection, Afterlives. This is volume 9 of the X Factor Epic run. It was $9.99 as well. I think there was 2 other epics down there that I passed on. They had an X-Force epic. If it was the earlier X-Force, I would have picked it up, but it was the later in the run, and I don't care for where they went later in the run. And then they had Venom. It was Wolverine Epic Edition, Tooth and Claw or something with Venom, and both of them were priced set at $9.99, which is a good value. But the Wolverine one, I just picked up the last Wolverine chronological omni that come out, so a lot of that stuff is reprinted in there already. So it wasn't a book for me. So that's what I ended up with. Ollie still had a bunch of nice stuff that I wish I had a bottomless wallet that I could have just got it all. But if I had a bottomless wallet, I couldn't appreciate ollies because I'd just be buying them straight when they release. So ollies is a nice alternative for somebody who can't just throw money at something all the time. So that's what I found. Hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time.